TIL, an Olympian, sold her silver medal to fund a boy's surgery. The buyer let her keep it. Greater than just days after the Tokyo Olympics, a Polish javelin thrower auctioned off her silver medal to help pay for an infant's heart surgery. Maria Magdalena Andrzejczyk announced on Facebook last week that she would sell her medal and put the proceeds toward an operation for 8-month-old Miloszek Melissa. According to a fundraiser page, the boy is under home hospice care and requires an urgent operation in the United States. This week, Andrzejczyk announced the auction winner. The Polish convenience store chain Żabka placed the top bid, paying $125,000 for the silver medal, according to media reports. But instead of collecting its prize, Żabka announced it would let Andrzejczyk keep the silver medal after all. "We were moved by the beautiful and extremely noble gesture of our Olympian," the company said in a Facebook post translated from Polish. "We also decided that the silver medal from Tokyo will remain with Ms. Maria, who showed how great she is. Now that's a TIL I can get behind." Removed. Guys, don't read into the story if you don't want to be. It happened in 2021. The boy died in 2022. Also, the surgery ended up taking place in Barcelona, not in the US. The value of that medal goes far beyond gold or silver. TIL Pink's hit, "Get the Party Started," was written by Four Non-Blondes' Linda Perry. And Pink said in 2017, "You'd have to ask Linda Perry if it's about ecstasy. I don't know what she meant with it. I still don't know if it's 'I'm coming out' or 'I'm coming up.' I don't even know what I sang." The ecstasy part is specifically about the line, "I can go for miles," if you know what I mean. Linda Perry also wrote this by basically pissing around in her bedroom with instruments she'd never used before. Wrote a bunch of phrases just for the fun of it. The entire experience just for fun. Then realized she'd written a fun pop hit by mistake. Greater than she said that the process of making the song was so unlike me. According to her, she was going through a weird phase during which she wanted to learn how to program drums. She programmed her first beat, picked up a bass guitar, and, in her words, did what the beat was asking me to do. Greater than she decided to put every wrong instrument in the song, and consequently acquired a horn sample. "I was doing the music. The melody was already coming to me in what I wanted the song to be," she said. She finished the song by including in the song every catchphrase you possibly could imagine, before laughing at the realization that she had written a potential hit single in her first dance song. Greater than, you create something in your bedroom or your house, and it's just a fun thing that you're doing, she said. Then all of a sudden, you hear that song that you started in your house, and it's on the radio, and people are now acknowledging it. It's just trippy. Linda Perry also wrote Beautiful by Christina Aguilera and What You Waiting For by Gwen Stefani. Linda Perry is a fantastic music producer. You'd be surprised how many hits she's behind. I just assumed she was in a lift. "I'm coming up, so you better get this party started." Shout out to my mom, who thought the lyrics were, "I'm coming out," and spent a solid decade convinced that Pink was an openly lesbian pop singer in the early TIL. A pregnancy requires 49,753 dietary calories, the equivalent of 199 Snickers candy bars, each containing 250 calories. That's shockingly low. That's honestly way less than I was expecting. I mean, that's less than 200 kilocalories per day extra. And then they say, "You're eating for 2 now." More like, "You're eating for 1.1 now." The measurement is sponsored by Snickers. The female body can turn 200 Snickers into a human baby. Incredible. There's gotta be a better way to say this than 199 candy bars with 250 calories each. That's less than 1 per day. Still, there are plenty of better food choices. Till 6-year-old Stormy Jones became the world's first successful recipient of a heart and liver transplant in 1984. She had a genetic condition where her liver was unable to remove cholesterol, causing 2 heart attacks. Sadly, she died at age 13. Greater than her death was related to rejection of the heart transplant she had received in 1984. That's really sad that she died so young. But I'm sure her family appreciated the extra time they did have with her that the organ transplants gave them. She might not have had a long life, but Stormy Jones' story left a huge mark on medical science. Wow. This is the same genetic condition we discovered my husband had at 26. About 12 years ago, when he had a right coronary heart attack and nearly didn't survive. We were able to get him to the hospital, where they placed a stent within minutes. We also learned that our oldest, then a toddler, has it as well. My husband is now on a Repatha injection as well as a statin and Plavix. My 13-year-old is on a statin. Both see cardiologists and have their cholesterol checked annually. The crazy thing is that my husband never had any indication until his heart attack. High cholesterol doesn't equal a fat body. He was healthy and athletic all through his childhood, teenage, and young adult years. As a teen, they laughed and thought the scale at wrestling was wrong, showing his body fat being so high. We have since learned that when he's off his meds, the scale reads much higher. And within a week, if being back on them and his cholesterol being managed, the scale reads a much lower body fat percentage, all without his weight and actual fat, muscle changing. Doctors never thought to check his cholesterol at any point because he was so healthy and active. But with this disorder, you could eat the healthiest and be extremely active and have the worst cholesterol of anyone you've ever known. So thank you to Stormy for the contribution to medicine. Such a sad story, but many others will survive because of the medical research that has been done and continues to be done. Also, her story highlights the ongoing challenges and limitations of medical science, especially in treating complex genetic conditions. Her legacy continues to be remembered as a milestone in transplant medicine. Average lifespan, U.S., with heart transplant is 9-ish years. I went to elementary school with Stormy. Unfortunately, she wasn't around all that much because of her health issues. Oddly enough, there was another girl that we went to school with, same grade, named Stormy Jones. Slightly different spelling. RIP Stormy.